Hi, I'm Gloria, and I'm coming to you from Cedarburg, Wisconsin. This is Acorn. We've been sharing little snippets and tidbits of our baby acorn raccoon. People are asking how and why we have a raccoon. So we're gonna get into that story today. It was May, and it was a cold May here in Wisconsin. And we were here in our oak forest, and we were checking out morel mushrooms in the forest. There's a lot of oak trees and dead ash and other trees from over the years. We just moved here in November. So we were looking around in the forest, and under a big old oak tree, Ron goes, "Oh no." Ron's my husband. He says, "Oh no, there's a baby squirrel or baby raccoon." Yes, we call her Squirtle sometimes too. She has a lot of names, but this is Acorn. A little baby raccoon must have fell out of the tree and she's dead. And I said, "Oh no." I'm gonna just sit down with her, say a little prayer. She gets welcomed back into the earth. And just as I sat down, I realized she took a breath. Not a very graceful breath. It was a gasp for air. And I was like, "Oh my gosh, she's still alive." Looking at him, and he's looking at me, and this poor little thing was lifeless. And then she took another breath, counting about 3 respirations a minute. So she was not in good shape at all. So I said to Ron, "Well, I'm just gonna stay here with her and say a prayer till she dies." So about 15 more minutes go by, and I'm watching her struggle, and he's watching her struggle, and he says, "I'm gonna keep going." I said, "I can't let her be alone." So now we're at 45 minutes, and I realize I don't think she's gonna die. Now I have a really good friend who is a rehabber, and so I immediately contact her and ask for advice. And I'm afraid of this little thing, not like it's gonna jump on my face or I'm gonna get rabies, but I don't know if she has broken bones, if she has internal bleeding, if there's maggots on the other side. I don't know. This friend has been a rehabber for 12 years, and she is absolutely fantastic. Really talked me through a lot of the options, warming her up, getting her back, saving her. She couldn't take her as a rehabber because it was May, and lots of babies are falling out of trees, and mothers are getting run over, dying, and not abandoning their babies, but babies are now motherless. She says there's other rehabbers I can get you in contact with. It was a weekend, and so I wish I would have took a picture of her under the tree. I did not. I was texting my husband and going, I don't know what to do here. So we talked a lot about it, and we thought, you know what? We don't know if she's going to make it another hour. We certainly didn't think she would make it through the night. But if we could give her a little love and comfort over the next hour or so until nature did its thing, at least she would die with some love and dignity. So thinking, I pick her up and I grab her, and we start running back to the house. When I get back to the house, Ron has prepared a lovely box with blankets, water bottle that has been warmed, and little blankies, towels. And we make her a little nest, and we put her in the sun as the sun is starting to warm up a little bit more now. We get her nice and warm. A couple hours go by. As she's laying there, I'm noticing she's got a lot of ticks in her ears. A lot of ticks. The tweezers, we get those out, we burn it, and we keep warming her. Another couple hours go by, and she starts to come around. Waking up, she's making a little sound. I don't do it correctly. That's my raccoon version. We did know that she had some spice in her yet. What are you doing? Are you rinsing out the whole bowl? We're watching every YouTube video that we can find. We're stalking every rehabber's page that we can find. We're getting numbers in line. We're chat GPTing how to keep a little raccoon alive overnight. So anywho, okay, here we go. So this little spicy thing wakes up, and she's not spicy. She was very, 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 very weak. She loves my hair. I find that they say once that they're completely warmed, then it is safe for their gut to have some Pedialyte, which I don't have Pedialyte on hand. I haven't had Pedialyte in the house for 20 years, probably more than that. And a recipe online to make your own. You take a little salt, a little sugar, a little water. Easy peasy, right? A syringe, and we start feeding her just little tiny drops. She's warmed now. She's got some sugar, some electrolytes, and she's feeling much better. Put her at probably about 7-8 weeks because she just had 4 little teeth coming in. Now she's got a lot more teeth, and she's using them. Settle down. The best way for her to survive in the forest, in our opinion, is once she's all warmed up and fed, and we will take her to the forest. She'll do her little call. We'll hear her and she'll come find her if mom is alive, brothers or sisters or anybody. Do that. She promptly, now she's got strength, crawls out of her box and just runs to me. And I cannot get away, and I don't want to leave her without watching her because she will not make it through the night. Again, more at dusk, sunset, evening, nighttime. We get a bigger box with more towels and blankets. Out to the forest. Little goofball. I have her in the big box. I run as fast as I could. Get about 50 feet away where I can still see her safely to make sure. I wanted to film mom coming and picking her up. She gets out of the box. She lightly climbs up. Then we took her to the acorn tree, the oak tree that she was found under, tree a little bit, and she spots me. And she runs to me, and she runs to me, and she's fast. She's wobbly. She's acts like a drunken sailor after her little last bottle. But she climbs right onto my lap, curls up, and promptly falls asleep. And it's dark out now at this point. Take a picture and a video, and I send it to Ron. There's no mama. Just bring her back. Bring her back. We now name her Acorn. Set up a dog crate. Cold out. Nights are cold in Wisconsin in May here, this last May. We get all kinds of branches and logs and wood along with a big cardboard box. We make a little den for her with a little hole. We put stuffing in it and warm water bottle. And we took her in for the night. We feed her throughout the night, the electrolyte. We kept going. Up some puppy formula. She did make it through the night, which, she's flipped off the couch. No, we're not gonna take the camera. What are you doing? Let me just show you what happened here. This is why we can't have nice things. There's that. Very curious. I just want you to know, people would say, what's it like having a raccoon? Do you ever have a 2-year-old meet about a 15-year-old and combine them into one sassy little body? Yeah, that's what it's like. But we wouldn't trade it for the world. Okay, so she makes it through the night and we're like, all right, time to call rehabbers. Phone, I get on the internet. I'm doing everything I possibly can to find someone that can give her the love that she deserves. Nothing. Nobody. Nada. I had one answer that we could drive an hour one way, so round trip 2 hours, and they would nicely euthanize her. We've been with this baby, nursing her back to health, grieving her, thinking she was going to die. And the last thing I was going to do was put her in a car and drive her and have somebody kill her. That is the beginning of the story of how we have a raccoon. We'll keep sharing the last almost, 2.5 months. How we got her to a soft release and how she still comes back and hangs with her mom and her dad and her... Are you feeling better after I warmed you up? Are you feeling better after I warmed you up?